Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today in this video, we are going to look into the list comprehension. In this time, we are going to look into the nested list comprehension. So here we will, so in the last few videos, if you go to the channel, we have this multiple videos on the list comprehension. So I've built almost, I think, created 5 or 6 videos on the list comprehension, dictionary comprehension and everything. This time we are going to do this last video, and this is going to be about nested list comprehension. So let's do it. Let's create a list, a simple one. So what if I call it names, and then I'll create a list of name. So let's call Ram, John, Jane. Then let's create another list and let's call Bob, Smith, and Jack. And we'll create a one single list for this. Okay, so we have the names. Now if I have to loop over this one, let's suppose I want to loop over all this complete list. I say for name in names, and then I can just print name, right? This would give us both the list. Now if I have to move further and then pick each of these element, what I do, I say for item in name print item, and now if I run this, I get these items. Move this one. Okay, so we get all the names. And so now suppose I want to do something else. What if I create a new list, new names, and then here we say new names dot append, and then what I can do is I say item dot upper, and then we can print this new names. So we got all the names in the uppercase in the one list, or we can have same way like two lists also. So now what I want to do is I want to do these things with the list comprehension, because this is, if you look, these are the nested loops, for and then again the for loop. So I say let's call this L1, and here we'll first do this loop. So we'll say for name in names. Great. Then we have to do this loop, this iteration. So here I'm going to create another list comprehension, and we say for item in name. So what we are doing is for name in names, here we get the name, and then we are again looping over the name, and here we can do item dot upper like this. And now if I go and print L1, we get two lists with the uppercase. All the items are now in uppercase. So what we are doing is we are first looping. This is the main loop on the complete names, and then from here we are getting individual list, and then we are running a loop again over this name, and for each item we are converting it into upper case. So this was one example. Let's suppose we have numbers, and here I'm going to create a big list, and inside it we can have multiple lists. So I'll say 5, 10, 15, then another list. It is going to be 1, 2, 3, and let's create another list, 50, 500. Okay, now let's loop over this list. So how do we do it? Same way, I'm going to call this L2, and we are going to run a loop, iterate over it for number in numbers. Now if I say number here and print L2, we get all three lists, right? Now here we do not want the list, we want to do something. So I'll again iterate over this number for num in number, and if I say let's print num, so we get this whole list here. Now what I want to do is I want to multiply this by 2, and let's run this. So all the list items have been multiplied by 2. So the 5, 10, 15, it is 10, 20, and 30, 2, 4, 6, 100, and 1000. Okay. So this is how we do it. This is our nested list, and this is our main. Sorry, this is our nested list, yes, comprehension, and this is the main one. Here we are iterating over the number. Now let's make it a little bit more complicated. So I'll call this L3, and here again we'll say same for number in numbers. Now here I'm going to say for item in number, or we call it num, and then what we're going to say is we'll say if the num is even, if num is even, then we will say num multiply by 2, and let's print L3, see what happens. So what we are saying is iterate over this main list, we get the number, each single individual list, and then on that one we are again iterating over, but we are putting a condition on each element by saying if it is even, then multiply it by 2. So 5, 10, 15, 10 is the even, so 20, 1, 2, 3, 2 is the even, so 4, both the elements are even, so we get 100 and 1000 here because we are multiplying it by 2. Now what if I say one more element, I add 5 here, and here also I'm going to say if length of number is greater than 3, then, so now when I'm doing it, we get this answer only. So what is happening? First we are iterating over this main whole list for number in numbers, this one, and here we are saying if the length of the number, if the length of individual single list is more than 3, then only proceed with this. So here only this one is greater than 3, and if I say greater than equal to like this, then suddenly the answer is different. So first this one is applicable, running, this is the iteration, and on this iteration we are using this condition, and then whatever result we are getting from this whole, we are running this nested list comprehension with the condition. Okay, so this is how we use nested list comprehension. I hope this was useful, and this was a short video. Thank you for watching. Good luck.